What up, Ninja Village? It's your boy Scoot, and I'm here with another Chronicles reviews. Now, let's take a trip down memory lane and go back to the year 1997. I know, 97 seems so far away. To even put it in context, 97, your boy was 11. Yep. Your boy was 11 in 97. Bars. That didn't mean to rhyme, but it rhymed. And we was introduced to the franchise I Know What You Did Last Summer. Remember, that was Jennifer Love Hewitt, Freddie Prinze Jr., Sarah Michelle Gellar, Ryan Phillippe. And we know that spawned the sequel. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, where that introduced Brandy, Mekhi Phifer, and I totally forgot who was the other gentleman who played Julie's boyfriend in that one. But almost 30 years later, we get that requel. It's a reboot sequel to I Know What You Did Last Summer in 2025. Now this one stars Madeline Klein, Chase Wonders, Jonah King, Tyreek Withers, Sarah Pigeon, Billy Campbell, and of course, we saw that Freddie Prinze Jr. and Jennifer Love Hewitt are returning as their characters, Ray and Julie. Now, per the trailers, and of course per the lore of the movie, 5 friends inadvertently cause a death, and a year later, they're being stalked. They're being stalked by somebody who knows what they did last summer. And I'm a little torn with this movie. It's not a bad film. The shots were great. The looks were great. Even the cast, from the way you have to see how these 20-somethings would act today, which I'm pretty sure is about as accurate as it's going to get. It's not a bad film. The thing that messes this movie up to me, they had some fan service moments that was like, really? That? And the nostalgia of things. It's like the director is like she wanted to almost paint by numbers the original movie, but she had to modernize it and update it. And I don't know. And I guess the third thing, there was too many tonal shifts for me. And the reason why I say there was too many tonal shifts personally, because you had the person, going after them, and to me, it falls in that same thing like I always have with slashers or movies of this type. You just go on and live life like nothing's happening. Like, there was times they was having run-ins with said killer, fighting the killer off and this, that, and the third. Then they'll just go back home like nothing. And it was like, shouldn't y'all like hunker down and like be ready? And I don't mind the way Jennifer Love Hewitt's Julie and Freddie Prinze Jr. Ray was reintroduced back. I don't mind it. I mean, we saw it with Scream. Hell, we even saw it with the Halloween franchise with the recent trilogy. So I don't mind how they was brought back, but it was just like, So I'm not saying this movie is not needed. Personally, I wish it was done differently. Because like I said, the acting I thought was good. The way it was shot I thought was good. The kills, I'm just saying, your boy don't want to get murdered the way they was getting murdered. So I thought all of that was kind of cool, but it was just like the overall tone and the overallness. And then they kind of started to shoe in some themes that was a little like, And that's not necessary. That's not necessary. So yeah, it was an interesting watch. And it was a nearly 2-hour runtime. And the only thing that made this 2-hour runtime such a drag, because it felt like the movie was just steady going. Like it felt like there was times where, not necessarily saying it was getting false finishes and false ends, but it was just like, why do I feel like they're really just trying to? And granted, I know the original stood about 1 hour and 40 and some change, but I feel like they was just kind of. But you know, like I said, overall, it was not a bad movie. It was. I don't know if it wasn't what I was expecting or what, because I didn't go into it without seeing any trailers. So I didn't get any sense of a tone in the movie at all. So I went into this completely blind. I just knew who was in it. Actually, I didn't even know it was in it. I just knew Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze's character. So I didn't even know the actors that was in the movie. Everything was pretty much completely new to me in this film. Now, with our rating systems, you know, trash. I got the pass. Could have waited for streaming, movie FOMO, cinema. This truly sits at I could have waited for streaming. But with me being a fan of the original 2 movies, it's going to slightly spill into movie FOMO, because then I would have been like, but the franchise. So, but overall, definitely I could have waited for streaming. Not saying I had a bad time. Not saying it's not worth you seeing. Of course, this is personal here. It's just that, I don't know. And then even like some of with the tones and the shifts and the way things played out, it was like nothing seemed final. Like, you knew they were fighting for their lives and trying to survive, but even that came off as and it's like, if there's a person out there trying to actively kill me, and I know they're actively trying to kill me, I'm going to try to do something about it. Like, I'm not about to just, you know, like, I don't know. But, like I said, could have waited for streaming, slightly spilling over into movie FOMO, only because I do like the first 2 films. But yeah, I Know What You Did Last Summer, 2025. It's up to you ultimately, of course. I'm just a voice. But it's up to you. Shout outs to the rest of the ninjas. Shout out to y'all, Ninja Village, for listening to me ramble and rant. And until next time, Ninja Village, peace.